Hello YouTube, this is Jason with Easy Bake BBQ. Just want to kind of give you an overview of the video you're about to see. I'm going to warn you now, it's very rough. It's my very first video and I've learned a lot in trying to put this together. But through the help of Kenneth with What's New Barbecue, he turned me on to Power Directors. That's what I've kind of used to piece this together. So thanks Kenneth for that. Anyway, basically this video will start with me talking about my MasterBuilt Smoker, and then I show how I set it up. And I was originally planning to do beef ribs, pork shoulder, and a brisket all in the MasterBuilt, which would have been great. However, the element started tripping my GFI outlet, so couldn't use the MasterBuilt Smoker. Then had to go to a brand new charcoal grill that I just bought from Lowe's for $37. I kind of talk about that and show how I set it up and started with the brisket. Once that was done, I think it took like 5 or 6 hours. Then I just basically scraped all the ash out and I used Royal Oak Natural briquettes for the brisket, and then I decided to use Western lump charcoal and both cherry and hickory chips for both. So then I put on the pork shoulder, and that took another 4 or 5 hours to cook. I don't think I mentioned it, but I wrapped both of them at some point, and in the wrap used brown sugar, honey, Parquet squeezed butter, and beef bone broth when I wrapped them up. And at the very end I show the final product, and like me slicing the brisket or sliced brisket, and just show the pork shoulder. So I hope you enjoy it. If it does seem a little bit boring to you, if you want to just kind of scroll through and then see the final product, that's fine. I would appreciate any comments and hopefully any constructive criticism. So thanks and enjoy. Y'all have a good one, and we'll catch you next time. Hey there YouTube, this is Jason with Easy Bake BBQ. This is going to be my first video I'm attempting. I have behind me my 40-inch MasterBuilt Electric Bluetooth Smoker, and if you can see right on top of it, I've got my, I guess it's a Weber now iGrill 2 that basically has 4 temperature probes, plus there's a temperature probe built into the MasterBuilt, so that's 5 different probes you can have. Anyway, first of all, I've got to send out a lot of thank yous, a lot of shout outs to people that have inspired me to even attempt this. First of all, Troy from T. Roy Cooks. I'd seen a couple other cooking shows, but once I started watching yours and subscribed, it's just been a snowball from there. You introduced me to Justin from Baby Back Maniac, and Justin, for you, I wore this Razorback hat. I'm originally from Arkansas, so go Hogs. And then there's Troy introduced me to James from Aim 'em, Claim 'em, Smoke 'ems, or Aim 'em and Claim 'em Smokers. James, I really appreciate your videos, and I appreciate your encouragement that you've given me so far. And hopefully this stuff turns out good, and people start watching. Then there's also Kenneth from What's New Barbecue. I got introduced to him when pretty much Troy, James, and Kenneth all met with Harry Sue in that video. But Kenneth, I like watching your videos as well, and I appreciate your encouragement that you give me online. So anyway, without further ado, I'm gonna kind of reset this stuff up so I can show you the MasterBuilt Smoker and the iGrill 2. And then today I'm gonna be cooking I believe it was a 13-pound brisket before I trimmed it down. It's probably about 10 pounds now. A pork shoulder and a set of beef ribs. So hang on, and oh, I got one more person to shout out to, Cosmo, Cosmo's Barbecue. I really appreciate your videos, and you just seem like a cool dude. So hang on, folks, and I'll reset up and we'll come back. Okay folks, this is Jason again with Easy Bake BBQ, and I know I forgot to mention in my opening, but the reason I named my channel Easy Bake BBQ is because of this MasterBuilt Smoker, and the fact that, to me, I like to call it my Easy Bake Barbecue oven. But anyway, I just want to let you know I'm going to be using Western cherry chips and Western hickory chips in my smoke today, and then just kind of want to show you this MasterBuilt Smoker. Kind of move in here a little bit. So you got a control panel here up top that pretty much you just set the temp and set the time, and you know, I basically use the iGrill 2 for probes to keep an eye on my internal temperatures, and both the iGrill 2 and the MasterBuilt or Bluetooth. So basically, once I get everything set up, I can just go, you know, sit on the couch or lay in the bed and pull up my phone and watch the temps, and when it's time to do something, I come out and take care of it. So, and then let's see. So we've got the iGrill 2 right there, where you can have 4 temperature probes, and pretty much what I do is I will, if I can get this turned, oh, the bag of cherries on top. Anyway, I will just run those right down through that top vent there and put them to the appropriate level, and you know, that's how I monitor temps. Okay, and give me just a second. Sorry about that, but as you can see, you kind of got like 4 racks. You've got a water pan if you need it, and then a drip pan at the bottom. There's a little, here, I'll show you in a second. So you have this little pan that you put your wood chips in, and then I don't know if you can see that little handle over there on the right hand side towards the bottom, but that's where you don't have to open the smoker to add more chips. You just pull that thing out, fill it with chips, and then turn it, and it dumps it into the pan I just showed you. So hang on a second, I'll be right back. Hey guys, just wanted to let you know or show you how I ran the probes. Like I said, through the vent up there, and then pretty much I put 2 on the top rack because I'm going to put the shoulder and the ribs on the top rack. I'm going to put 2 aluminum pans, drip pans below that, so the drippings from the from those 2 don't get on the brisket. And then on the 3rd row down there, I'm going to put the brisket. So I will be bringing those out and then showing you. I've already trimmed them and, you know, rubbed them down Just going to be bringing them out and putting them on and then cranking this thing up, and we'll see how it goes. Catch you back in a second. Okay folks, here is the pork shoulder. It is rubbed down with Jimmy Shotwell's rub. Jimmy is from Memphis Supply Company, and Cosmo, you may know him because I know he stocks your sauces and rubs and rib glazes. Anyway, if you'll hang on, I will put it in and put the probe in. So just watch. And then here is my rack of beef ribs. I'm using what I thought was James from Aim 'em, Claim 'em, Smoke 'em. I thought it was his SPG rub, but I think I misunderstood because I did 4 parts salt, 2 parts pepper, and 1 part garlic, and I think it's supposed to be 4 parts salt, 2 parts garlic, and 1 part pepper. But we'll see how it comes out. Also, the only coarse salt I could find was some kind of Mediterranean sea salt that I think is supposed to go into a grinder. So it's almost like rock salt, at least that's what it looks like. I don't know if you guys can see that there. But anyway, we're just going to give it a shot and we'll see how it comes out. So I'm going to pause this for a second and put this on, and then I'll be back with the brisket. Hey guys, this is Jason. I'm back. So for the brisket, I'm using McCormick's Grill Mates Texas Steakhouse beef rub. I guess it's supposed to be a KCBS champion or something. And then just wanted to show you the Sam's Choice Mediterranean sea salt that I used in when I tried to make James from Aim 'em, Claim 'em, Smoke 'em's his SPG rub. So we'll let you know how it turns out, and if you'll hang on a second, I'll come back and we'll check out the brisket. Okay folks, this is Jason again. Just want to let you know there's the brisket, and since I have 4 temperature probes with my iGrill 2, I put 1 in the point and 1 in the flat so I can monitor each side. So basically after this, I'm gonna crank this puppy up to 275 because that's as high as it goes, and I'll probably spritz with apple cider vinegar and water, maybe some lemon juice, we'll see, and then just blend and monitor the temps, and I'll be coming back when I'm pulling this stuff off, or you never know, if there's something else to report of how things went, I'll come back a little bit sooner. So y'all stay tuned. Hey guys, just wanted to show you something quick. So like right now you're seeing 71 degrees, and that's what the smoker itself is. I can hit the meat probe button here and you'll see it's reading 69 or 70 now. Sorry for the rolling, but anyway, so basically I set it to 275 for 13 hours, so that gives me plenty of time. And then if you'll hang on a second, I want to show you the iGrill 2. Let's see if I can get it there. Anyway, so you're seeing probe 1's at 53 or 54 right now, but I can go through the different probes. 56 for probe 2, 52 for probe 3, and looks like 58 or 59 for probe 4. I do believe 1 is the beef ribs, 2 is the pork shoulder, 3 is the point, and 4 is the flat. So we'll be back. Okay, folks, we had to go to Plan B. It appears that the electric smoker is tripping my GFI outlet. So every time the element kicks on. So luckily I just bought this original outdoor cooker from Lowe's because it was on sale for I think 39 bucks, and I got it for like 37 because I used my Lowe's card for whatever reason. And as you can see, I'm using the Royal Oak All Natural Brisket, Briquette charcoal, and then I don't know how well it'll work or even if it will work, but I've got the cherry chips and hickory chips, so I just kind of sprinkle them over the coals. I'm using the minion method, and I used a Weber wax starter cube. So stay tuned, this should be interesting. Like I said, basically I just set up a pile on the, or actually hang on and I'll show you. So as you can see, I have my coals in the back. I don't know if you can see the aluminum pan that's directly underneath the brisket, and I have apple cider vinegar in that. But like I said, just a mound of coals, and hopefully it'll slowly burn. And if I need to, down the road, I'll add coals. And I'm assuming this is probably going to take about 12 hours or so. So we'll see. Stay tuned. Okay, folks, here's how the brisket turned out. So hang on a second, I will slice it up and show you, and then we'll do a taste test. Okay, folks, there you go. There's some pieces from the flat, and as you see, got a little bit of smoke ring. A decent bark, I would assume. It is a little bit dry. Like there's that little test. And I don't have my tripod with me right now, so not sure that I'll be able to do the pull test. But anyway, it pulls apart fairly easy. There's some pieces from the point. As you can see, some juice. Overall, for the first time ever cooking brisket on that $37 grill, I think it turned out great. It is a little bit dry, but I think I left it on just a little bit too long, but hey, we live, we learn, and after everything else has happened today, I'm pretty excited, so we'll catch you next time. Okay, everybody, here's how the pork shoulder came out. As you can see, the bone just kind of pulled right out, and I don't know if you can see the meat, but it's just pretty much fall apart. and it's fairly juicy. So we'll catch you next time.